Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video of The Journey. It's your boy, your ding-dong, your host, Matthew, and today's video is on live directed sessions. Now before we get into the video, I may seem a little blah compared to my last video, and that's because I woke up at 5:30 this morning with a sore throat, very tired, and a little sicky sick, so I'm exhibiting early symptoms of a flu, so bear with me, please. And you're probably wondering, why not just hold off the recording? Well, I said I want to make it up to you fine folks for my last week's absences, and I want to be a person of my word, so a video every day, my friends. Even if I'm deathly ill, I'll try my best. But do not expect any pizzazz, because I got no energy. So, I will be again looking down at my notes because I'm trying to be better organized for my videos. So one, time, and two, well, just so it looks a little better for you folks and a little more entertaining for you guys. Don't know why I did that like that. Looked like Jim Carrey there for a second. So, live directed sessions. What are they? Well, a live directed session is you and a client meeting online through many sources, which we'll talk about near the end of or in the second half of this video, to do a recording in real time, so they can give you live feedback as to which part of the script they didn't like, which part they said, oh, could you do that for the rest of it, or could you do that? Could you do the little part? Could you do the beginning like a little less intense, so on and so forth. They're giving you live feedback. So, and why is this different from a regular audition? Well, there's many different factors, because one is live directed sessions. I already skipped a step, Jesus. Live directed sessions are obviously specified in auditions, and it'll say what source they use. Many sources that they use are free, like, Google Meets. Zoom is free for 40 minutes, but you do have to pay after 40. Microsoft Teams, good old phone call, and one called Source Connect, which we'll talk about later. And I know I'll talk about later, but that's basically the gist of that. But we'll get a little more into it just a little bit near the end, not too much, hopefully. And what is like I said, what's the purpose of a live directed? They want to give you live feedback. They're trying to get a near perfect to what they want for, let's just say, their commercial or their ad or their narration that they want you to do. So traditionally what happens is when you get a job and it does not specify it's a live directed session, that means is that typically you get the job, they will send you the full script. Well, if first contracts, if they have contracts, plus negotiating. So you negotiate, then you get a contract, you read your contract. Please, for the love of God, read your contracts. Excuse me. And then you go and you begin your recording, because they give you the full script. And then you're done recording. You send it to the client. If the client likes it, they say, we got your recording, we liked it, we're going to use it, and thank you. And then you get your pay within 30 to 60 days. Hooray. Or sometimes if there's revisions, they'll say, oh, well, we liked what you did. It's just near the end we heard a little bit of like a noise, or there's something that you did a little off that we didn't like. Could you just be a little more like uppity or something about that? Or could you be more engaging, sincere? So they just say back, you say, sure, revision. Always be kind to give your customers or clients revisions. I do 2 revisions for free. Then after the third, I start charging extra. That is normal. Don't be afraid. Don't be like, oh, okay, I'll do it for free for all of them. No, that's your time. You're now being wasted, and you could be doing other jobs or auditioning for other parts and bits. So just as valuable as our client's time is, your time is just as important. So just remember that. Excuse me, gassy from the many, many cups of tea I've drank. So, like I said, live directed sessions should be specified. If they are not, and then a client says, oh, by the way, this is live directed, and you say, but you didn't specify that. And they're like, oh my God, we didn't? And then obviously you got to charge more, because, again, you're being directed. So even if like you're on the call for, let's say, 45 minutes, that's 45 minutes that you could read maybe like a 30-second script, 100 words. But they want you there for 1 hour. You could do that in 10 minutes or less. You can do that in 5 minutes or less. If you're fast and you're, well trained, well equipped, you know what you're doing, the flim, the flam, the bam. So if they want you to take an hour, then obviously that's where you charge more. Don't be afraid to do that. That's part of industry standard. That's part of something that's going to be a video later in a couple of days. We're going to talk about rates. So hold on, let me see. So obviously, like I said, live direction will be or should be specified. Also, they should specify the source. Sometimes they'll say any source of the sources I've named: Zoom, Google Meets, Microsoft Teams, good old phone call, Source Connect. And, other times they'll specify like, oh, we only use Zoom or we only use Source Connect. More of the higher rated jobs, like let's say TV commercials, that's Source Connect. Why? I'll talk about it in a few minutes, about its importance. So now we're getting on to why do they want, or a more in-depth reason to why they want to direct you. Like I said, is they want to be there to make sure that you're delivering what they're trying to envision. Remember, your job as a voiceover or voice artist is to be that puzzle piece. As I heard this in many of my classes, is you're that missing piece of puzzle, or that missing puzzle piece to fit in to get that grand overall picture of what they're trying to envision. So in this case, you're the voiceover. Do you play a big part? Yeah, you're delivering the message essentially. You're like Hermes. You're like, hello. I gave myself a bit of a headache there. Anyway, so your job is to make sure you do it to what they are asking. So, and obviously if you got hired, you're doing something right. So that's good. Good. My thumb was down here. So why do they want? They want to make sure that when you get the full script, because remember what I said in my last video is that you're not going to get the full script when you're getting an audition. You may get a sample. You may get a line. You may get 2 sentences. You may get even 4 words. You could be auditioned to say, he's over there, or something along the lines of that. And then the entire script or the entire thing will be 1 minute, 150 words. And you're just like, well, okay. And I liked you just by saying, he's over there. I gotta stop my throat and my head. So why is it directed? They just want to make sure that they are getting what they're going to pay, essentially. And, hold on. Why is this important as well? I have it highlighted here in my book, direct. We can't really see. Direct. This is good practice for you because you need to learn. This is very imperative that anyone should learn this. This is not constructive criticism. This is taking direction. This is like when your boss at work tells you, hey, can you go stack the pile of wood can you move the pile of wood from that wall to that wall? And you go, yes, sir. So that's what they're asking of you. They need to know you can take direction. Why? Because 1, you need to be professional. That's it. Be professional. Bring your A game. Be yourself, but be yourself in a professional manner. Don't be like, me. Don't be an idiot. Be polite, obviously, because, good manners go a long way. Not only that, these are people too. Like, don't be a dick to them for no reason. Easy to work with. Why? Time. Time is a big factor, as I stated in my last video, and as I have a problem with my videos, they go way longer than they should. And that is, time plays a big factor. You want to be easy to work with for 2 reasons. Many reasons. 1, time. 2, it just gets the project out faster. It's stress off their mind, stress off your mind, and everyone wins. And only that, it looks good on you. And then you can, if you want, you can come back to those clients and say, hey, would you need me to voice something else in the future? Or they're like, yeah, we actually do. And we liked you. Would you be willing to look at the script and see if we like it or not? Sure. There you go. I did mention this. Whenever you are getting a job that says live directed session, you should charge more. If their budget says $200 and the job they're asking for is the lowest $150, depends on how much you want to charge. I would charge more because, well, I would, because that's industry standard. You should follow the industry standard because, well, then if you don't, you're going to damage the industry and damage all the other voice actors that are trying to make it just like you and me. So, be respectful of your fellow voice actors and respect the industry standards, please. And what is this? Oh, and that's it for live directed sessions. Now, I know I talked about it already. There's one in particular with sources. There are many sources. I'll go to my desktop. Where is it? There's Zoom. I have it right here. Microsoft, not Edge. Where is it? I had it somewhere. Whatever. There's Microsoft Teams. There is Google Meets, which I see a lot of. And there's one called Source Connect. Let me juggle that. Ooh, that's my emails. You don't want to see that. Source Connect. There you go. This is Source Connect. It's subscription based. You do have to pay, but this is considered one of the best. Go away, emails. This is one of the best. I closed it. You saw it. It's one of the best because it is real-time, high quality. Real-time, high quality recording. And not only that, when you and your client is connected, you can be anywhere in the world. They can be in friggin' Sydney, Australia, and you could be here in Toronto, Ontario, regardless of what. It's almost a 20-hour. No, I don't know the time difference between here and Australia, but still, they could get you anywhere, anytime. And only that, it's whatever you're recording, because I believe you have to connect your DAW to it, and what they'll see it, or they'll understand, or they'll get that recording sent as you're recording it live in real time. That's really good. That's why it is the go-to bread and butter. That's why those higher deal projects or jobs, like commercials that pay like up to $1,000 to $2,000 to $5,000 to $6,000, even more, maybe even up to $10K, they will They will say Source Connect. Why? Because they want to get perfect or perfection or as close to as they can. And don't worry, I may, knowing me, I haven't done a good job of, explaining or articulating my thoughts. Quelle surprise. But I will link down a description by voices.com that talks about live directed sessions and about Source Connect, how to use it, how it works, and all that. And it's literally 4 minutes. Literally 1/3 of my length video. But without further ado, I'm going to end the video here. Keep it short as I can. I'm going to go get some rest because I need it. You guys have a good night. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.